Okay, before I can really put in some decent annotation here, I do need to kind of define where does this house live. So I need to show my grade and my actual land in here. I've got to do that by adding some site information. So I'm going to go to the floor plans and go to the site view, and make adjustments to our view range in the site view. So since we're currently in the site view over here in our properties now, we're making edits to that site view range. I'm going to click on edit view range, and I do want to be 200 feet above first floor, but I want the bottom to go well below this. So I'm going to change this to negative 100 feet. And then we'll set the bottom to, I think that will be fine at 0. Nope, I want that to be at negative 20 feet. All right, I don't want to see the roof right now, so I'm going to type in VV at the keyboard and turn off the roof for now so I can see what I'm doing. There's our first floor plan that we're seeing. So this is the site view, remember, so we're seeing, we're going to be creating kind of a P line that will allow us to define that as the site information for this project. So I'm going to go under massing and site, and I'm going to create a topo surface. To create a topo surface, you click on that tool, and we're going to place the topo surface based on points we define. The way this works is I set the elevation for the points. Now remember that when we went to the front view, we had to look to see where grade was. It needs to be at negative 1 foot 6 1/4 for it to be at the proper height below foundation. So I'm going to make sure I set my grade to that level. But then I'm going to have the land kind of slope away from the building on all 4 sides, which is an ideal situation. So under place points, I'm going to start with the lowest point. So I'm going to say that we have a negative 4 foot elevation. Whoops. And I'm going to place those points kind of out here around the back, and then in the front I'm going to go with a negative 3 foot, so it kind of slopes towards the back of the house. And then I'm going to change my elevation to negative 1 foot 6.25 inches and put 4 points right around, kind of close to the house footprint. Okay, and then hit the checkbox. If we look at our 3D view, what we have is a topo surface now that has an ever so slight change in elevation, where it slopes gently down to the 5 feet in the back and a lot more gently down to the 3 feet in the front. And then we have a 6-inch reveal, if you will, of the foundation wall all the way around. Okay, so what I want to do is subtract this footing and foundation area from the landscape. If we look at our section view, let's go to our section view. We go to our first floor plan and double click on our section view. We have all this ground inside of the area that we're going to define as a crawl space, so we have to take that away. And I'm going to do that by creating a pad, basically, that removes the earth from that section. And we do that through the site. So I'm going to create a building pad now, and my building pad is going to follow the walls all the way around, like so. And the pad type, if I hit edit type, I'm going to make adjustments. Instead of making it 1 foot thick, I'm going to make it 1 inch thick. And I want it to be at the, not the first floor level, but the foundation level. And then I will hit apply or hit the checkbox. We'll look at the section again, and we can see here there's the pad that's highlighted. It's barely going to show. What it's basically doing is giving us that opening and making it so none of the ground goes inside of the foundation area. Okay, And at this point we can now start to add our annotation. So I'm going to keep this section because it shows us a great deal of information about the building, and I'm going to start to annotate it. And what I'd like to do though before I do that is set up some new sheets, and those new sheets are going to be hit new sheet. I'm going to create a new is it that C size one? It looks like it is. Yep. And I'll rename that Foundation, Plan, and Details. Or Detail should be fine. And I want to drag and drop the foundation view onto that view, and that should be at 1/4 of an inch equals a foot scale, and it is, but the crop region's way too big, so I'm just going to bring that in all the way around. And I'm going to turn off the crop region and then double click outside the view to deactivate it. The other thing I want to bring over here, let's bring that view label up like that, and we can make adjustments to the length of it by selecting the view. When you select the view, you get these little grips on the label. You can move the label over. I do also want you to control your views so that you only see this label when you have more than one view appearing on a sheet. So to fix that, let's select our view, go to Edit Type, and we want Show Title switch from Yes to When Multiple Viewports. So we're going to see that title disappear, but it's going to come right back again because I'm going to put the section view on the same page. Section. And the section view comes now with a label, and so does the floor plan. And the section view is also at 1/4 inch. And I'm going to leave it like that so we can see the entire building as it relates to our foundation. But we're going to pull off some details of this area. I'm going to show you how to do that next. And then we're going to put those details here. Okay? So let's stop at this point and go ahead and take a look at the next video.